Alright, so in this video tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create an awareness campaign. So I'm not going to be wasting time, and I'll be jumping straight to my laptop screen to show you guys how to create an awareness campaign. Like the name implies, before I start creating it, right, I need to tell you guys what is an awareness campaign. So awareness campaign basically has to do with you creating awareness for maybe a particular product or a particular service that you have, right? So let's say, for instance, now that you have a new product and you want people to actually get to know that, oh, you have added a new product to your brand, right? And you want to like get people to actually know about this product, right? So you can actually run an awareness campaign to actually get people to know about such a product, that such a product is actually in existence, and also you have it in your store, right? So the next thing you are going to do is very simple, right? So come to the list of objectives, right? So you can see, show your ads to people who are most likely to remember them. So you see that the goals here is either reach brand awareness or video views. So if you want to get a lot of people to view your video, you can use this a video view. And if you want to get your ads to as many people as possible, if you want to create a brand awareness for maybe a product or a service, then this is the best objective for you. Now there's something that you also want to correct here, because I've had a lot of people saying that, oh, you should use a particular objective always whenever you're running ad. So I don't want your mindset to be stuck to one set of ad set or campaign all the time, sorry, objective all the time. So this thing is very, very important, right? So before you set up a campaign, sit down very well, define your campaign goal, what you're trying to achieve from that campaign. So based on what you're trying to achieve from the campaign, you will definitely know the campaign objective to use at the end of the day. So for this, like I said, the aim is actually to show you guys how to create an awareness campaign, right? Then I'm going to click on this continue button here. So once you click on this continue button, then the next thing is to give your campaign a name, right? So I can say something like tutorial campaign, tutorial campaign awareness, something like this. Then if you want to go further, you can include the date, so that you know that, okay, the particular ad was actually set up on today's date, right? Then the next thing you're going to do here is to come to where we have a advantage plus advantage campaign plus, right? So for this advantage plus campaign budget, click on it and put it on. So once you put it on, you see we have either daily budget or lifetime budget. So I want to believe that you guys are already familiar with this. So I'm going to be changing the budget to maybe $10 per day. However, you should use any budget of your choice, so long as that particular budget is within your financial capacity. So you just have to use any campaign budget of your choice. And the next thing here is our special ads category, right? So but these things are not necessary. So if you're running a campaign that has to do with these special ads categories, financial product, employment, housing, and social issue, just ensure to select the right ad category, right? So that your ad will not be rejected at the end of the day. But in most cases, I don't usually select this special ad category. So click on the next, and you'll be taken to the ad set level. So in this ad set level, you see that we have our goal, right? So performance goal. So for this goal, you just need to click here and select the kind of goal that you are trying to achieve with your campaign. Like I said, before you start running any particular campaign, the first thing that will come to your mind is actually to define your goal, right? What you are looking forward to achieving from that particular campaign. So for this particular one, you see the first one we have is maximize reach of ads. You see that we will try to show your ads to as many people as possible. Now, this is one goal. So if you want a lot of people to see your ad, this is the option that you're going to use. Now, let's go to the second option. So you guys have to pay attention to this very well. So for this second option, you see that maximize number of impressions. We will try to show your ads to people as many times as possible. Remember, for this second option, they are not promising you. Let me go back again. So for this second option, Metal is not promising you that they are going to show your ads to a lot of people. They're only telling you that they're going to show your ads to people as many times as possible. Take, for instance, one particular person, like an individual, can see your ad maybe 10 times. That's what it means if you are using this option. But for the first option, if you're using this option, it means that maybe, for instance, again, your ad will get to maybe 10 people, 100 people. But here, your ad, they're not promising you that your ad is going to go to billions of people. No, they're only promising you that your ad is going to get to people as many times as possible. Now, for the last option here, you see maximize ad recall lift. we will try to show your ads to people who are likely to remember seeing them. So now, out of these three objectives, I think the one that is best for me is this third option, which says maximize the ad recall lift. Because if someone can actually remember that, oh, I saw something like this, there's every tendency that the person might turn to a client in the future. Remember, the aim of running an awareness campaign is not for you to actually make a sale, right? It's just to create an awareness to let people know that such thing actually exists. Now, if you run this particular, if you go by the last option that says a maximize ad recall lift, for instance, if you are using this option, a lot of people are going to see your ad, right? Now, it's not about seeing your ad alone. They also go to remember that, oh, I've seen something like this before. Now, you remember that when you're running your retarget ads, so for people who have already experienced or seen something like that, it's very, very easy for you to convert this set of people. So for me, I think I will probably go for this last option that says maximize ad recall lifts. But on your end, you just need to define your goal. So make sure that your ad is in line with whatever thing that is your goal, your objective, like what you're trying to achieve from that particular campaign. Then the next thing is to select your Facebook page, right? So for this, I have a lot of Facebook pages here, right? Up to 18 pages. So on your end, ensure to select the right page, right? So click on this and you're going to see the list of options. So these are all the pages that I have here, right? So make sure to select the right page that you intend to use for the particular campaign that you're trying to set up. Then the next thing is to go to your ad scheduling. So, like me, if I'm running an ad, I usually want my ad to start running from the next day. So I don't run my ad immediately from the day that I'm setting up that particular ad, right? So today is June 30th, and you can see the time already. This is 4:26 p.m., almost like the day is gone, right? So I want this particular ad to start running from tomorrow, which is July 1st. Then the time, like if you want this particular ad to start running from tomorrow, right, and you do not change the time, the particular ad is going to start running from 4:26 p.m. tomorrow, which is not ideal for us. So I'm going to come here, change the time to 5 a.m. So this means that by 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, this particular ad is going to go live and it will start serving to people. Then the next thing that we are going to do here is this our location. You see location, right? You see this option that says switch to original audience options. So click on this option. Then click on the last option that says further limit the reach of your ads. I just want you to neglect this, right? Because you're not going to limit the people who are going to be seeing your ad. You're only going to have more control over people who are going to be seeing your ad. So forget about this limit that Meta is telling you. So click on it, click on continue. Now let's just wait for it to load properly. So you see that we have a Nigeria, right? Now remember, this is like a this is a brand awareness campaign, right? So if you are running ad for a big brand, maybe all these companies in Nigeria that have a lot of money, for instance, let me just say MTN, or just maybe a food vendor that is very big, right? And they want to like capture the whole Nigerian market. You can go by targeting the whole Nigeria. But remember, our budget here is $10, right? So since our budget is $10, it's not ideal to use $10 to target the whole Nigeria, because at the end of the day, you're going to end up wasting your money and you're not going to get any conversion. So for this, I'm going to click on Nigeria. Then I'm going to select specific cities. Now, what should come to your mind is you need to select the cities where your audience are, where your clients are actually residing. So let's say that you're a business that is located in Lagos, and maybe you also render service to places like Abuja, Port Harcourt, right? So because most advertisers in Nigeria, these are the locations that they actually select mostly. But let's assume that your clients are actually in Lagos, right? It's advisable to target just only Lagos. And but then, like I said, if you have clients outside of Lagos, also you can select those states that you have your client, right? Now, if you type Lagos here, you're going to say Lagos State, Lagos City. Now, let me explain something to you here. So, if you select Lagos State, this means that your ad is going to show to everyone who are in Lagos, whether in the rural or the urban part of Lagos, they are all going to be seeing your ad. However, let's say you want your ads to get to the right people that have the capacity, or where your intended audience are living in Lagos, right? So you can click on this Lagos and select the city instead of state. So this 25-mile radius, you see that Ekwe has already been cut out, and there are some parts of water that is actually covered here. So if I'm you, you can still try to reduce the mile radius. So you can try to reduce the mile radius. I think I just think, oh, I reduced it, right? So you can try to reduce it to something like maybe 14 or 15. So I actually wanted to put it on 15, so I'm going to increase it to 15 here. Now there's another option again. You see cities within radius, and also we have a current city only. So if you select this current city only, what it means is that Meta is going to target only the Lagos metropolis, like the major urban areas in Lagos, like the VI, Ikoyi, Ikeja, all the big cities within Lagos. These are the places that your ad is going to get to, right? But then if you select cities within this radius, there's a tendency that your ad will leak to um Ekpe, Ikorodu, and other areas, right? So make sure to do. If I'm you, you can even have like a two ad sets. So one of the ad set is going to target cities within radius. Another ad set is going to have current city only, so that you know the one that is actually reaching your intended audience. So if you discover that, oh, one of these particular um, location targeting is getting to your ideal audience, then you can turn off the one that is not giving you the best result, right? But like I said, the aim here is not about location targeting. So probably I'm going to make another video to show you guys in detail about location targeting. Now you see that the audience size of people who are going to be reaching is 31 million to 37 million. This is fucking broad, right? With just 10 million. So sorry, with just $10 per day. Now we need to reduce this so that our ad will get to the right set of people, right? So the next thing you're going to do is see reach more people likely to respond to your ad. Just put this off, because this is going to make your ads to go to people who may not really need your product, right? And they may not even be in your intended location. So you see that the audience size has reduced from that 80 something million to 17.9 million, right? Then we still need to refine further because this audience size is too large, right? So we still need to refine further. Then the next thing we're going to do is our age targeting. Let's say our product is needed by people within the age of 25 to 45, right? So now come here, select 25 to 45. So now you see that our audience size has drastically reduced from 30 something million to between 9.3 to 10.9 million, right? And let's even say your product is needed by a specific gender. Now, let's say you are running an awareness campaign for a new skincare product for women that has just been launched into the market, right? So you can just target only women and you remove men from the targeting option. So if you want to do that, you just select only women, right? And you see that this audience has reduced further. So now let's say you want to like target your ad to the right set of people, then this is the procedure that you have to follow, right? Now you can still go further by detailed targeting, but then mostly everybody are going by broad targeting, and I don't want to like go further, right? So for your language, you can only change your language to English when the people who your ad is intended to are people who do not speak English, right? So you can see the option here. Only enter a language if you need to limit your audience to people who use a language that isn't common to your selected location. You know, like this is Nigeria, right? So almost everyone here they speak English. Your ad copy is also in English, so you don't need to like put your ad language in English anymore. You just have to leave it the way it is, right? Then the next thing you're going to click on this next. So once you click on the next button, you're going to be taken to the ad level. Now, I forgot to say something. You see this new awareness ad set, right? So you can actually edit this name and impute your own name, probably a name that you're not going to forget, right? And you can do the same thing on this ad level too. But I don't normally do this, right? So I always give name at the campaign level, and I'm good to go. So the next thing here is our identity. We've already selected that on the ad set level, and the next thing we're going to do is this a create ad. Now you have two options to set up your ad. Either you create an ad or you select an existing post. Now, most of the times I recommend that you upload that particular video or flyer that you intend to use for the ad to your Facebook page or your Instagram handle that you intend to use for that particular campaign before you can run a campaign, right? So for this, let me click on use this existing post, and let's see if there's any existing post on this particular Facebook page that we selected, right? Then the next thing is tell us where to send people immediately after the tap or click on your ad. You see this option, right? So you see mobile app. So we don't have any mobile app, right? So since we don't have any mobile app, we are just going to use a URL here. So for this, let me just search for a random URL here, spree slash this. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to come here. I'm going to paste this here. Then you see this add-ons. So make sure that this add-on is always on. Don't add the button, right? So don't put any call or WhatsApp button because we already have a button here. So if people click on the call to action button that we're going to fix, right, they will be taken directly to this landing page, right? So it's not ideal to have like two buttons on a particular ad, so it doesn't make sense. So for this, remember, right, that we selected this option here. Let me use existing posts. So we want to use a post that has already been uploaded on our Facebook page or Instagram handle to run this particular campaign. So all you have to do is to click on select post. But then if you haven't uploaded or created the post yet, you can click on the second option that says create a post. So I'm going to click on this select post. So if the post is on Facebook, you just have to go through the list of post that you have here, or you can even type the name of the if you have the keywords that is related to that particular video or flyer that you intend to use, you can search it here. And if the product is on Instagram, come here, put it on Instagram, right? And then you can go through the list of products that you have uploaded on Instagram. So you see that it's not only video that you can use, right? You can also use what you call, you can also use a flyer or pictures as well. So let's say we have this new bag in store, right? I want to let people know about this bag. For instance, I'm going to select the bag. I'm going to click on continue here. So remember, it does not have a text. So if you come to our detail call to action here. So for this call to action, say add the destination. So this is actually optional, but then it is important that we put it right, because if anyone sees the ad and the person likes the particular bag, right, the person will like, oh, how can I get this bag? And there's no call to action. So if there's no call to action, there's no button, there's no way the person can actually purchase it, right? So once the person like it and the person wants to make a purchase, remember we already have a landing page to it, right? Then the person is going to click on this call to action button. So instead of say detail, we can use something like a maybe buy now or order now. Let me search if you have something like that. Shop now. Okay, so let's put it on this shop now. So if the person likes the bag and he or she wants to purchase the bag, all he has to do is to click on this button that says shop now, and the person will be taken straight to the landing page, and that is where the person is going to make a purchase, and on your end you're going to get the order and you deliver to the person. Now remember, we are not given any option to write our primary text, because the primary text ordinarily is supposed to be attached to the post, right? But then the post that we use for the purpose of this tutorial has no primary text in it, and that is why you're seeing that here is actually blank, right? So once you are okay with everything, all you have to do is to click on this publish button and your ad will be live. So this is all you guys need to know when it comes to creating meta ads awareness campaign. Now I want to believe that you have gained an insightful knowledge from this video. Please do not forget to like, subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell notification icon so that you get notified anytime I upload something like this, right? And if you have any question or you are confused about any step, just watch the video again, and after you've watched the video like several times and you're still confused, right, there's no problem. Reach out to me in the comment section, tell me whatsoever thing that is your problem, and I'm going to make sure to address it as soon as possible. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.